Om Sai Ram. Let's meditate today on the glorious form of the Lord, who is in the form of light in front of us. As we meditate, let's bring the body, the senses, and mind under control. To bring our body under control, let's sit straight with both hands resting on our knees and bringing the thumb and index finger together, symbolizing our union with the Lord. Observe your breath, and as you do, repeat the words So Hum in your mind. As you fill your lungs with air, breathe in the word So, and then breathe out Hum, reminding you of its meaning, God I am. Now, visualize a lit candle in front of you with a gentle flame. Look on the flame steadily for some time. Now close your eyes and try to feel the flame inside you, between your eyebrows. Let the flame slide down into the lotus of your heart. As it enters the heart, imagine that the petals of this lotus unfold one by one, bathing every thought, feeling, and emotion in the light, and removing darkness from them. There is no space for darkness to hide. Imagine the light becoming wider, bigger, and brighter. Let it pervade your hands. Now you can never indulge in dark, suspicious, and wicked activities. These hands have become instruments of light and love. Move the flame slowly down to your feet. This light shines bright in your feet, ensuring that they take you to good places. Let the flame rise up and fill your stomach with this divine light. The light moves over and fills your back and your shoulders. Now, your body is filled with light, which gets brighter and brighter. Take this light to your eyes. As this flame shines bright in your eyes, you will see only what is good. Slowly, take the light to both of your ears and purify them, so that they hear only what is good. Take this light further to the region of your mouth and keep it on your tongue, and be blessed to always speak the truth. And finally, bring this light up to your head. There, the light transforms into a crown, enshrining and covering the head. Let your head be soaked with light, allowing all negative thoughts to flee. Imagine this light in you intensify. Let it shine all around you, and let it spread from you in ever-widening circles. Imagine this flame burning bright within all the members of your family. Imagine this flame burning bright in your neighbors, in the people of your locality, and in your friends and relations. Imagine this flame enveloping your enemies, all strangers, trees, animals, birds, the entire world. Stay in this moment and enjoy the beautiful light permeate the world with love. God, in whichever form you favor, is now no different to this all-pervasive light. This light is God. God is light. Now, when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and enjoy the bliss.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः 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 प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Om Sri Sai Ram, my dear Sai families. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Mother Sai. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. In Buddhism, that means I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Today, on this auspicious day of Buddha Purnima, I will be speaking about the teachings of Lord Buddha, values in Buddhism, Swami's teachings, and how they're very similar to me, and share some of my experiences as a Buddhist in Swami's presence. Wishing you all a very happy Buddha Purnima, I would first like to relate my dream from 2 Sundays ago. I was in the interview room with Swami and my family. Swami was shining so brightly, like the rays of Lord Buddha behind him. And there was Brother Sridhar, our National Devotion Coordinator, standing and trying to give me a speech or a poem he's written. Swami blessed him to give it to me, and Swami asked me if I need anything else. I said, "No, Swami, I have everything." I woke up so happy and energized from seeing Swami, but was a little confused as to how Brother Sridhar would write a speech or play for our SSC kids at our centre for Swami's birthday when he had so much to execute at a national level. A call came exactly 3 days later through our regional president, Uncle Karuna, that Brother Sridhar would like me to talk on Buddha Purnima Day. That's the extent of Swami's will in our lives. What is Buddha Purnima? Buddha Purnima is a very sacred day in the Buddhist calendar, also known as Vesak in some countries. It is the day that Lord Buddha was born, enlightened, and attended Nirvana, and is celebrated on a full moon day in the 4th lunar month. Many Buddhists visit temples, listen to monks give talks, and recite verses. Some spend a full day observing and engaging in prayers and meditation and listening to teachings of Lord Buddha's stories. I have very fond memories of observing these rituals. I was born to a Buddhist Sai family in Sri Lanka. As a little kid, I watched how my parents practiced the 5 precepts. That is, refrain from killing, refrain from taking what is others, refrain from misusing our senses, refrain from wrong speech and lying, and refrain taking intoxicating drinks or substances. I thought, as they were in Swami's fold, they practiced it well. Swami was our living Buddha, and why wouldn't you practice those holy teachings? My parents took me to temples very often. Visiting some of these ancient temples, I recall service activities that we did at the temples, the beautiful murals in display, and the peace you get when you go near a Bodhi tree. The Buddhist texts have it that Lord Buddha meditated under the Bodhi tree for 49 days, and he attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. The leaves are so special and they're heart-shaped, and this is a sacred Buddhist tree. You can't miss a Bodhi tree in any Buddhist temple, and the Buddhists believe the leaves of the tree emit such good vibration that there are gods and heavenly beings and other very special power around them. While majority of people in Sri Lanka were Buddhists, I went to an Anglican school where Buddhism was taught thoroughly and respectfully, equally with all other religions. A religion is only just another way we practice good habits and provide spirituality in life. Most of Buddha's teachings of equanimity resonated in me. Growing up, most of my SSC friends were not Buddhist. We bonded with our love to Asai, learning 5 human values, and practicing service to man and animals. My parents first took me to Parthi in 1986. We went with my grandparents and Swami called us for an interview. He discussed many things and even materialized objects to the group. That was the beginning of our annual journey to Parthi, where we would spend sometimes a month in the most peaceful place on earth. We were always part of the Christmas offering to Swami, and in our practices, in the Christmas drama, Swami would often come and surprise us, and he would bring us gifts and delicious food. I remember Christmas mornings when Swami came out of his balcony in his white robe. I felt that I was in heaven, the heaven that is on earth. There are blissful memories I still have of my mother's side. As a SSC student, I participated in Buddha Purnima, which was also celebrated at our Sai Center with lanterns, decorations, beautiful singing, and service activities. I felt like I was able to practice Buddhist rituals and teachings more, as Swami's values and teachings are very similar. We learned the 5 human values weekly, and that encouraged us to practice it every day. For me, Buddhism is simply about living a life of compassion and kindness. Compassion in Buddhism is referred to as karuna. Buddhism accepts there is suffering in the world and that we should take care and look after those who are suffering, even when we have our own troubles to overcome. Loving kindness or metta is showing loving kindness to all without expecting anything in return. Let me share a small act of kindness that I participated in when I was a Sai young adult in Sri Lanka. Exactly 21 years ago on Vesak Day in May, we decided to perform a slightly different service activity. To save a cow from a slaughterhouse, we went with cash ready for 1 cow, and the sight of the slaughterhouse impacted us so much that we emptied our pockets and saved 9 cows. And by Swami's birthday that year in November, we were able to save 80 cows and calves. This activity that started small impacted the entire Sai Center members positively, and I still get reminded of it. Saving a life, big or small, human or animal, is a noble act, And I thank Swami to this day for making me his instrument to carry out these service activities. Lord Buddha's and Swami's teachings remind us that ahimsa and non-violence are very important. When we practice acts of kindness, it helps us to overcome greed, hatred, and ignorance. Swami has guided me with many decisions in my life. In May 1999, we went to Whitefield to see Swami. This was the time I was unsure of a few things and I needed to ask Swami for guidance. As we sat in the darshan, Swami came and stood right in front of me and blessed the book I was holding and said 3 yes, 1 for Australia, 1 for engineering, and 1 for Mr. Right, my husband-to-be. The last time I went to Parathi to see Swami in his physical form was when my daughter was 5 months old. He blessed us from far, but to this date, he has never really left us. In 2017, when we went to Parathi, as I sat in darshan, I could feel Swami's energy so much more within me that I often had tears of joy in the hall. My son used to get asthma often and required hospitalization, so just to be cautious, we took all the medication to India. He didn't even have a cough. The weather didn't affect him. My kids had an amazing time in Puttaparthi. And since then, there's been massive improvements in his asthma condition. Swami says, do selfless service where you expect nothing in return. My father was instrumental in building the Sai Elders Home in Sri Lanka for about 50 grandmothers and grandfathers and ensured every detail of this facility was in order to provide comfort for those who have not had much comfort and love in their early years. He finished this project and merged with Swami. So when we go back to Sri Lanka, we spend time at the elders' home and can see why they're so happy. They are in the care and compassion of Baba. The nearest Sri Lankan Buddhist temple is almost 1 hour from our house in Sydney, and my most favourite temple is in Katoomba, so we don't regularly get to go to the temple, but we aim as a family to go to a temple at least a few times a year. However, when I need some Buddhist inspiration, I listen to sermons or speeches given by Venerable Ajahn Brahm, a London-born Australian Buddhist monk living in Perth. Let me share one of his quotes. When life is good, do not take it for granted, as it will pass. Be mindful, be compassionate, and nurture the circumstances that will find you this good time so it will last longer. When life falls apart, always remember that this too will pass. Life will have its unexpected turns. In many of his speeches, he highlights for me that spiritual practice is not boring or energy consuming. Rather, it's very enjoyable and energy intensifying. Being in the Sai fold and in the Sai organization, life can get busy, but rather happy. My family is grateful for all those opportunities to participate in workshops, conferences, bhajans, service activities organized by our Sai organization. If there's anything I'd rather do and any place I'd rather be, it will be with our Sai family, being involved in Sai activities. As I said before, Swami's work gives our whole family a new energy boost. Buddhism is about the values we practice, and it's simple things in life, such as being content with what you have and sealing on desires. Lord Buddha once asked, "Who is the richest man?" To that he replied, "He who has contentment with what he has is the richest man." To the question, "Who is the poorest man?" Lord Buddha replied, "He who has many desires." For me, I never saw any difference in Buddhism or Swami's teachings. Buddhism propagates unity, peace, and compassion to mankind. And Swami says, the heart with compassion is the temple of God. Look at the world with the vision of peace, love, and compassion. Then the whole world will appear loving and peaceful. Service broadens your vision and widens your awareness. Let us spend each and every day in radiating that love and compassion starting from our family, to our community, our country, our world, and to the entire God's creation. Om Sri Sai Ram.
शंभु कुमारा गौरी तनया शंभु कुमारा गौरी तनया गजानना सदया जय जय सदया वरद गणेश दुरित विनाशा वरद गणेश दुरित विनाशा गजानना सदया जय जय गजानना सदया शंभु कुमारा गौरी तनया गजानना सदया जय जय वरद गणेश दुरित विनाशा प्रणवाकार नाथ सदया गजानना सदया जय जय गजानना सदया शंभु कुमारा गौरी तनया परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय केशव माधव मोहन हरे परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय मुकार विंदा गोपाल जय मुकार विंदा गोपाल जय सच्चिदानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय सच्चिदानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय साई रामा हरे साई कृष्णा हरे साई केशव माधव मोहन हरे परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय मुकार विंदा गोपाल जय सच्चिदानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय साई नंदा मुकुंदा गोपाल जय परमानंद गोविंद गोपाल जय राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा तेरा नाम एक सहारा तेरा नाम एक सहारा तेरा नाम एक सहारा तेरा नाम एक सहारा बाबा तेरा नाम एक सहारा तेरा नाम एक सहारा तुमी हो गीता तुमी रामायण तुमी हो वेद पुराण तुमी हो गीता तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। बाबा तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, बाबा तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा, जय श्री कृष्णा, राधे राधे। राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा, जय श्री कृष्णा, राधे राधे। राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा, जय श्री कृष्णा, राधे राधे। राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा, जय श्री कृष्णा, राधे राधे। राधे कृष्णा, राधे राधे। जय श्री कृष्णा, राधे राधे। कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे शिरडी कृष्ण बरती कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे शिरडी कृष्ण पति कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे
अपार महिमा गुणवंता आंजनेय बलवंता अपार महिमा गुणवंता आंजनेय बलवंता श्री रामदासा जय हनुमंता श्री रामदूता जय हनुमंता श्री रामदासा जय हनुमंता श्री रामदूता जय हनुमंता जय 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 हनुमंता जय 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 हनुमंता अपार महिमा गुणवंता आंजनेय बलवंता श्री रामदासा जय हनुमंता
beautiful sound. Today is Buddha Purnima, and the festival is celebrated to celebrate the birthday of Lord Buddha. Buddha Purnima falls on the full moon day in April or May. This day marks the three important events in Buddha's life. It was on this day Buddha was born in Lumbini, which is today on the border of Nepal and India. It was also on this day that he gained enlightenment at Bodhi Gaya, and again on this day he attained nirvana in Kushinara at the age of 80. Let us now look at a few incidents in Buddha's life.
We are in the kingdom of Kapilavastu, situated in the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Let us meet King Sutohana and Queen Maya Devi.
Dear Lord, I had a dream in which I saw a white elephant with 6 golden tusks. It held a lotus flower in its trunk and touched me with the flower. What could this mean? Can we see an astrologer?
Who is there? Summon my court astrologer.
The astrologer meets the king and the queen.
O wise man, a brilliant white elephant with 6 golden tusks visited me in my dreams. It held a lotus flower and touched me with the flower. What could my dream mean?
This is good news, O Queen. The dream indicates that you are going to have a baby and that this child will be a great leader. He would either be the greatest king or he could be a spiritual giant who would change the world as we know it. But it all depends.
Depends on what?
Your son seeking answers to suffering. If he notices people suffering, he will seek answers. The answers would drive him to be the greatest king or the greatest sage.
A year later, on a full moon day, in the month of Vesak, a baby boy is born to the royal couple. The son is named Siddharth. Queen Maya Devi dies in a week, and the child is brought up with loving care by King Sutohana's second wife, Maha Prajapati Gautami. The king takes great care that the young prince doesn't step out of the palace. One day, young Siddharth and his cousin Devadutta are playing in the palace gardens, and Devadutta shoots a swan with an arrow. Siddharth rushes to the injured bird and holds the bird.
Siddhartha, give me that bird. I shot it and it belongs to me.
No, brother, I shouldn't give this bird to you since you will kill it.
King Sutohana, who overhears this conversation, says that the bird should belong to Siddharth, since life belongs to the one who saves and not the one who destroys.
Such was the compassion of Siddhartha. Prince Siddhartha married Princess Yashodhara, and the couple were blessed with a young son Rahula. One day, the prince left the palace with his father's permission to see the kingdom. The king, while allowing Siddhartha to visit the kingdom, instructed his ministers to ensure that the sick, the old, and generally all who were suffering to be kept out of the prince's path. But
strange are the ways of the divine. Siddharth left with his charioteer Channa to see the kingdom.
Oh, Channa, why is that man looking like that? He's very different from people that I see at the palace.
Prince, that man is suffering from old age. As you age, you grow old, and this is what happens.
Will this happen to me too?
Of course, without doubt. By this force of time, you too will suffer from old age.
Oh, Channa, who is this man? Why is he crying? Why does he look so pale?
Oh, Prince, he is a sick man, suffering from some disease.
Will I suffer from this?
Oh, Prince, I pray not, but disease does visit people, and suffering is a consequence of disease.
Likewise, the young prince also saw beggars who were suffering from hunger and a dead body. Channa explains that this is all part of human suffering. Then he notices a monk.
Channa, who is that man who has such a beautiful glow on his face?
That is a monk who has left all material desires behind.
This experience left the young prince in a lot of turbulence. He asked himself how he could enjoy a life of pleasure when there is so much suffering in the world. He wanted to know the cause of all suffering. That midnight, he left for the forest in search of answers to the question of suffering.
Yes, the Prince Siddhartha then attained enlightenment on the full moon day of the same month of Visakha. This very day at Bodh Gaya, Prince Siddhartha became Buddha, a spiritual leader of the world, providing an answer to human suffering. Sorrow always arises from unfulfilled desires. We are the cause of our own suffering. We must follow the right path.
Bhagawan Satya Sai Baba says, if we leave our bad thoughts behind and follow the path of right conduct, peace and non-violence, we can escape human suffering. Bhagawan has also said to us to have ceilings on our desires.
Sai Ram, dear friends, we have seen a couple of significant events linked to Buddha Purnima. Bhagavan Baba always has reminded us of the three jewels in Buddhism. Let us listen to the divine chants.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम, बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम, राम रहीम श्याम रहीम, राम रहीम श्याम रहीम, बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम, अल्लाह यीशु बुद्ध महावीर अल्लाह येशु बुद्ध महावीर नानक साई सौराष्ट्र भी हो नानक साई सौराष्ट्र भी हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई नारायण सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई शंकर तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम राम रहीम श्याम रहीम बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम अल्लाह येशु बुद्ध महावीर नानक साई सौराष्ट्र भी हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई नारायण सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई शंकर तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम
सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती ब्रह्मदेव सखी भारती ब्रह्मदेव सखी भारती मंगल मंजुलवाग्विलासिनी मंगल मंजुलवाग्विलासिनी वीणवादिनी कलावती वीणवादिनी कलावती हंसवाहिनी विद्यादायिनी हंसवाहिनी विद्यादायिनी वेदमात श्री साई भगवती वेदमात श्री साई भगवती सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती ब्रह्मदेव सखी भारती मंगल मंजुलवा
विलासिनी वीणवादिनी कलावती हंसवाहिनी विद्यादायिनी वेदमात श्री साई भगवती वेदमात श्री साई भगवती सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती.
In the sunshine or in the shadow, in the bright morning light of your life.
The sunshine or in the shadow, in the bright morning light of your life.
Even when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
Even when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
God is there by your side. God is there by your side.
God is there by your side. God is there by your side.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
You never know night without day. You never know joy without pain.
Never know night without day. You never know joy without pain.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
In the sunshine or in the shadow, in the bright morning light of your life, even when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side. God is there by your side. God is there by your side. So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side. You never know night without day. You never know joy without pain. So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side. So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side. So in your life when you see only moonlight, know that God is there by your side.
सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म सत्यं ज्ञानम् अनन्तं ब्रह्म सत्यं ज्ञानम् अनन्तं ब्रह्म सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म Brahma Jnanam Brahma Anantam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Satyam Jnanam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Brahma Satyam Brahma Jnanam Brahma Anantam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Satyam Jnanam Anantam
ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायण तु पुरुषोत्तम गुरु तु सिद्धबुद्ध तु स्कन्दविनायक सविता पावक तु सविता पावक तु ब्रह्ममस्तु यवशक्ति तु येषु पिता प्रभु तु रुद्र विष्णु तु रामकृष्ण तु रहीमताओ तु रहीमताओ तु वासुदेव गोविश्वरूप तु चिदानन्द हरि तु अद्वितीय तु अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिंग शिव तु आत्मलिंग शिव तु आत्मलिंग शिव तु
Christian prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Muslim prayer. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds. Most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You do we worship, and your aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, those whose portion is not wrath, and who go not astray. Buddhist refuges. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. Hindu prayer. The universal teacher is the creator. The universal teacher is the protector and sustainer. The universal teacher is the Almighty. The universal teacher is verily the supreme unmanifested one. To that Guru we offer our prostrations. Zoroastrian prayer. Just as the will of the ruler of the universe is supreme, so is the spiritual teacher supreme through his asha. The gifts of good mind are for those who do good deeds in the name of Mazda. The strength and power of Ahura are given to him who renders help and shelters the poor and needy. Jewish prayer. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love God with all your heart with all your soul and with all your resources. Let these matters which I command you today be upon your heart. Teach them thoroughly to your children and speak of them while you sit in your home, while you walk on the way, when you retire and when you arise. Amen.
ఆధ్యాత్మికమనగా ఏమిటి దీని అర్థము?
What is the meaning of spirituality?
ఏదో ఆది ఆత్మను స్మరించడమే ఆధ్యాత్మికం అనుకుంటున్నారు.
We think the thinking of the constant
కాదు
self.
కాదు కాదు
No.
కాదు. మానవుని యందు ఉన్నటువంటి పశుత్వాన్ని హింసించి
One has to kill the animality,
మానవత్వాన్ని దైవత్వంగా మార్చుకోవటమే ఇది ఆధ్యాత్మికము.
transform the human nature into the divine.
ఎక్కడ మార్చుకుంటున్నారు?
Where are we doing?
మానవత్వాన్ని పశుత్వంగా మార్చుకుంటున్నారు.
In fact, the human life has become demonic.
దైవత్వంగా మార్చుకోవడానికి తగిన కృషి చేయటం లేదు.
We are not making effort to transform into the divine quality. In fact, that is true spirituality.
ఇలాంటి పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఆధ్యాత్మిక తత్వాన్ని ఈనాడు విస్మరిస్తున్నాడు మానవుడు.
Such beautiful nature, inborn nature, spirituality is forgotten.
ఆధ్యాత్మికమనగా ఏదో కొన్ని వంటలు వండుకోవటము, భుజించటము, ఈనాడు పండుగ అని దీని పండుగ రూపం లోపల వ్యర్థంగా ఉంచుకుంటున్నారు.
We consider spirituality as a matter of celebration with festivity and gaiety.
అది కాదు ఆధ్యాత్మికము.
That's not spirituality.
ఏ పవిత్రమైన పర్వదినములు మనకు ప్రాప్తిస్తున్నాయో ఆ పర్వదినముల యొక్క ప్రధానమైనటువంటి లక్ష్యాన్ని చింతించుకుంటూ స్మరించుకుంటూ సార్థకం చేసుకోవాలి.
In fact, we should think of this inner significance of every festival. Think of them, ponder over.
మానవుడను కాదు, నేను మానవత్వంతో కూడినటువంటి ఒక దైవత్వాన్ని అని భ్రమించాలి.
I am not simply human. I have got the divinity within. That should be our life.
అప్పుడే తన యందు ఉన్నటువంటి పశుత్వము దూరం అవుతుంది.
Then only the animality will distance itself.
కనుక ఈనాడు తన మానవత్వాన్నే తాను మర్చిపోవటం చేతనే పశుత్వం పూర్తి ప్రబుద్ధి అవుతున్నది.
As the human being has forgotten his human nature, he has become bestial.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of
ఏ
love.
రాజ్యమైనా కానీ,
whatever may be,
ఏ రాష్ట్రమైనా కానీ,
whatever state,
ఏ దేశమైనా కానీ,
any country,
ఏ ప్రాంతమైనా కానీ,
any region,
ఏ లింగమైనా కానీ,
any
ఏ
tribe,
వ్యక్తి అయినా కానీ,
any person,
కానీ మానవుని యందు మానవత్వం అనేటువంటి దాన్ని మర్చిపోకుండా కాపాడుకోవాలి.
at any period of time, anywhere, any region, any state, any country, no one should forget the human quality. We should keep it in our view.
కాలంను సార్థకం కావించుకోకుండా పోకూడదు.
And we should never waste our time.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
The Lord of the universe is here. Swami Satya Sai is here. Come to send devotees everywhere. Come to bless His children everywhere. Born at Puttaparthi, the Lord of the universe is here. Calm and tranquil like the moon, shining with divine inner light, filling all with bliss and His sight. He is always serving those in need, answering the prayers of devotees, giving grace to you and me. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, you are Guru God Himself. Mother, you are everything to us. Father, you are everything to us. You are the divine primal energy, manifests all that we ever see. You are the one reality. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, with the sacred form of Om, universal radiance divine, please accept this offering of mine. The flame of love that burns within my heart, meaning we can never be apart. You and I are ever one. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana 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 Om, Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana 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 Om, Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana 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 Om, Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om, Satya Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu. Peace, 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 peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace for all the universe, for all the universe, for all the universe. Jai Bolo Bhagawan Shri Satya Sai Baba